Stacy, 129.
129. How you doing?
Listen, I'll tell you what, I just cannot start my week off right until I see episode 1 whatever. When you flash that ring card up, I'm telling you, it's like I'm home.
Oh, nice. Thank you. You had a great week.
I did.
Yes.
I see that peculiar wondering of how my birthday went. Look at that guy. Look how confused he looks. He looks like he's ready for the wheelchair in the charity ward of a retirement home.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. And thanks everybody too for everybody that I tried to respond or at least put a heart on everything, but everybody was great. And it's really nice to see that. And it was a lovely birthday. We watched a bunch of movies.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up with Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 late in the day.
Nice.
But you may be wondering why I have binoculars around.
Yeah.
Now, Stacy,
I noticed that.
Yeah, this is great. So I can see you better. I can see everybody out there in Rocky Land. But here's the thing. In Rocky 5, Paulie, I think I have. There you go. There's a picture of Paulie with a pair of binoculars around. Look at Paulie's face. Always not trusting, right?
Oh my God. Yes.
Always waiting for the scams and deceptions. So a little bit later, we see Paulie has this up to his lips, and he's sipping booze from it.
Yes, we're gonna add this here. Hang on.
This is crazy. All right, so here we go. Tommy Gunn. Oh, Tommy Gunn. Hey, Rocco. There you go. That's Jim humor, Rocco. Yeah.
See this right here.
Okay. There he is. Okay, so here Paulie puts it up to his mouth in a second here. There he goes. He drinks from it. Hey Paulie, what's cajones? That's Latin for Spanish nuts, Rocco. Anyways.
Oh, great funny moment.
One of my okay, I'm gonna fall apart here. Let me try to take this off. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so now that I'm gone from the binoculars, it was a great birthday. We had a really great time, and I've been after these binoculars for a long time. And of course, Sue found them. So now they will be permanently here, except when I go on vacation and I take the binoculars, like when we go to Atlantic City. Now I can fill them up with Jack Daniels and just get whacked out of my mind in the casino, and I'm just a stupid tourist.
Right. And you just got binoculars looking like a Peeping Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody needs to know.
And the one other gift, like Sue got me a bunch of great stuff, but the one thing I really want to say, and my mother's going to she's going to roll her eyes at this. So about 20 years ago, my mother said to me it was like a birthday present or Christmas. She said, Michael, would you ever consider the George Foreman grill? Because you grill outside all the time. I said, Mom, that's just it. I love grilling outside. Right. Now, at the time we lived in Camp Hill, we had this carport, and I grilled every day, winter, snow, rain, didn't matter because I was under the carport, and I loved grilling. So now the house we have now, we have the deck, and that's where the grill is. So I don't grill out as much. So about a year ago, 10 months ago, maybe, I was going through Amazon, or we saw a commercial, and I said, Sue, the George Foreman grill, I think now's the time for it. And I told her that, my mother had wanted to get it, but I had kind of poo-pooed the idea. Anyways, Mom, when you come down for a visit and you see the grill on the counter, I'm admitting it. I'm owning up to it. You were right. I should have got it back then. But hey, listen, mothers always know best, don't they, Stacy?
They do. And I have an original George Foreman grill.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yep. It's white. It has this little signature on the top. That thing is still going. It's like the one item I was sure to take from the house when Bill and I got divorced. I was like,
really?
That's mine. I'm taking it with.
Do you know the short Hulk Hogan backstory about the George Foreman grill?
I don't know. What's that?
Okay, so Hogan, back in the day, he was offered the George Foreman grill before George Foreman was. Oh. And Hogan said, nah, that's a dumb idea. I don't think that's not going to take off. Right.
Well, take that.
He ended up going with a blender, and George Foreman did what he did and revolutionized TV programming commercials. So that kind of takes us into our next thing, which, all right, everybody knows Hulk Hogan passed away, Terry Bollea. And Stacy and I know we're in 100% agreement here. We're not so much showcasing Terry Bollea's life. Stacy and I have our own issues with that. We see what a lot of other people see and have heard, and it's bothered us as it's bothered other people.
Yeah.
Right, Stace?
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I clearly live under a rock. Like when I was growing up, my favorites were Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Sly, and Kirk Cameron. Like those were the only reason I ever knew about Hulk Hogan was because of the Thunderlips scene. Like and then he passes away, and I'm like, we're posting like crazy, Hulk Hogan and Thunderlips, and then all the posts come out about the language, about the comments. And it's not just like one passing comment. There's like a long history of these repeated, very ugly language that I was like, no, that can't be true. So I learned a lot about him after his death. And, while we love him for Thunderlips and all the fun scenes and that brought and everything that he brought to WWE, the point that was made to me and that I want to pass along here, that there's really no amount of fame or money or notoriety that can undo that part. And that you and I and the Rocky Files are not okay with those comments and that sort of language. And it really broke the hearts of a lot of youth who followed him. And then to have to hear that from his mouth. That's heartbreaking. And so I wanted to make that clear here that we are not okay with that portion.
Yeah, exactly. And it's frustrating because the most of my adult life, I don't have Sly on a pedestal.
Yeah.
When I was younger and I didn't understand human nature, yes. But now, these days, it's Rocky I love Sly, I do. Yeah. But it's Rocky that's on the pedestal for me. Rocky is represents the best of what we could be if we're willing to try.
Yeah.
And in that vein, because Thunderlips and Rocky 3 was such an epic, great scene, I thought it might be fitting to talk about, just for a moment here, a reply. I had asked Sly about I had read Hulk Hogan's biography many years ago. I lost the book and when we moved from Camp Hill to Philly, and I remember reading that Hulk had said Sly was so busy with the pre-production of Rocky 3 that he needed Hulk to map out the routine, choreograph the match with Rocky and Thunderlips.
Right.
And then, and so but before I wanted to put it out there and look like an idiot, I wanted to okay it with Sly that was how it went. And so he wrote me shortly after. And Stace, if you have it, I think I sent you something here.
Yes, I actually have it in video with your audio, so we're going to hear you speaking. All right, here we go.
Yes, that's basically true, because that was really his world, and he showed me about 10 different moves, and we tried them. Some worked better than others because it's incredibly physical. People say wrestling is fake. Well, you can't fake gravity, and accidents happen. Just bumping into someone, you can hurt your shoulder. So you can imagine when you're dealing with these super large men, and they're fast and they're strong. Believe that. Nothing like them. So he pretty much laid out the scenario, and then when I came in, I really simplified. But my part, which was basically to circle him 3 times, and on the 3rd time, that's when he would grab my head and pound me with his forearm on my back and would lay me out, and then would pick me up again and do it. All these wrestling moves and rolls, and it was pretty much him from beginning to end. And of course, then there's the finale, which was so funny because he was laughing when I was strangling him. And I asked him why he found this so humorous. He goes, because it would be like pulling a gnat off. I go, why don't you demonstrate? And I had him in the chokehold. He just pulled me up like I was a gnat and then flipped me off, and I landed on the ground, and I got this point immediately. But it looked good on film.
And so whenever you get to pick the brain of the creator of these things, it is interesting. So take that for what you will, people. That's just a little insight from Sylvester on Thunderlips.
That's so cool. And he repeated a lot of that. There was a recent interview with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. He just said all that to Mike.
Yes.
He said it on the interview
It's
about
true.
Hulk Hogan. So that was kind of cool.
That's what he took from his time on that. And I love that. I love that. Now, Stace, we got something kind of important in the Rocky world.
We do.
One of our friends.
Yes, Jess Ferrara. So the talent never ceases to amaze me in this bubble, artists, writers. So here's the Ferrara family, Mike and Jess, and their little muffin, Michelangelo, who is just scrumptious. That little dimple gets me every time. Doesn't she have this dream to write these 2 books now? These are available on Amazon. Baby Balboa, Little Gloves, Big Dreams, and then Little Goodfellas. Goodfella, pardon me. So these are available now. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Jess. This is so awesome. She got these in the mail. And there he is, little Mikey with the 2 books. So,
could you think we can book her? Is she too big now? Like she's probably doing like, it's not Regis and Kelly. Who's Kelly got?
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she's on Jimmy Fallon nowadays. Maybe I don't know where she's doing interviews, but if we could, I would love to get her back on. Yeah. Even if it's for a 10-15 minute segment. If she could squeeze us in between, lunch with the mayor and dinner with senators and reporters, if she could come on and just chat with us about this, I would love for everyone to know what these books are about.
Yes, that would be great. So just consider that your invitation back to come on, and we are happy to plug that. Very, very proud of you. What a great idea, and how that all came about and how you brought it into reality. This is the stuff we love hearing about.
Yeah, so. her and her husband are great people. They're like a double tic tac whack pack. They really make things happen. They do. They're just great people, and I really appreciate them. They're really good people.
Yeah, very sweet.
So there are some people I can't wait to get back on, and then there are some people I really can't wait to get on.
Oh.
This young lady has got she really gets the aspect of Rocky, that whole Rocky spirit, to be your best personal self. Who is this person?
This is Miss Diana Hill. I'm going to bring her in.
Hi,
hey, sweetheart. How are you?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay.
Loud and clear. Look at your hair. Are those extensions?
No, I let it grow.
Come on, that's incredible.
Yeah. Since the first time I was on here, I noticed the changes.
You could jump rope with that hair. I love it.
Yeah.
How are you, Diana? How you been?
I've been doing fantastic. I've just been working on my health, working on my mental health, my physical health, my home life, and everything, my faith. Everything's just been coming together, and it's been wonderful, actually.
Now, to me, you look like you could military press a Buick. Have you been hitting the weights? Have you been working out?
Yes, I have been. Yeah, weights. Weights. I do cardio. I walk. The dog. I walk. After I do my weight workout, and I usually do full body workouts. And then I'll walk around the track a mile or two.
Nice.
Try to get my steps in, and then I walk my 90-pound pity dog in the evenings, and he drags me for a mile, and then I'll walk another mile by myself, and then get ready for bed. But it's been my routine every day, unless something happens. But yeah, it's been wonderful. Change has been good. I don't pay attention to the scale. It's all been how everything, my clothes have been fitting me, how I've been feeling. It's just amazing taking care of yourself.
Wow. What's that moment? Because I'm waiting for that moment to strike. Okay. The moment that you say, okay, today's the day. Like, can you tell me how you got to that, please?
After having my neck surgeries, and then I had that lower back surgery, and I started picking up the weight again because I was kind of laying around, couldn't do as much because of my lower back and my neck.
I see.
Because it's taken a year for me to come back from these surgeries, and I couldn't get in there and do anything but walk. Okay. So started paying attention to what I was eating. But that's like been huge for me. Clean eating. I don't even call it a diet. Eating lots of protein in the morning and lots of fruits, because I've learned that the fruits, like all the berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, help with the inflammation in my neck and my lower back. I'm not taking the hydrocodones like I was before, because that's what the pain management put me on. I'm not taking all the naproxen, just my blood pressure medication, and that's about it. It's just been, I just learned, I was like, okay, I have one body and I have to take care of it. And I keep getting my Rocky tattoos, and I'm like, I really can't look gross having Rocky on me. It just
You got a new one, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I thought it looked incredible.
Yeah. Tell us about that. So.
Yeah, this one, I just love it because it embodies everything Rocky is. It's about having that one person who you can trust and love, and who cares about you more than life itself, and who would do anything for you. And they give you that courage to move forward, even if they're not physically there with you. And so I just love how it just means so much to me, and kind of makes me think of how my husband supports me. And I don't know, I loved getting it. It just was very personal.
Yes.
Yeah. And how is your husband? What's he been up to?
He's doing fantastic. He works in St. Louis at the hospital in the oncology unit. He just got a new promotion. He's a lead charge nurse there now.
Hey, good for him.
It's so wonderful. I'm still in the service. He made senior chief. He was promoted.
Wow.
Yes, that's my husband.
Nice. When did this tour happen? Was this
on our anniversary?
You were a little surprised.
Oh my gosh, how do I even begin to? I knew we were going to go to Philadelphia, and he's like, okay, we're going to go on a trip, and I was okay. The first trip, I didn't know about this trip. He's like, we're gonna go on a trip, honey, and he told me we were going to Vegas. And I was like, oh. And no, it was Chicago. I'm sorry, my memory slaps me.
It's okay.
Chicago. And I was like, okay, so why are we going over here? And I see the Philadelphia sign. I'm like, holy crap! I was like, we're gonna go see Rocky, and he's like, this is more a historical visit. I'm like, okay, I can take it. I like history. And we were doing all the history stuff you have there in Philly, and eating at your market there. It has all the food vendors, which is amazing.
Yes.
Love it. It's the best food ever. And then one day he's like, he gets ready, and he had his Drago shirt on, but I didn't think anything of it. He looks at me. He's like, well, we have a 3-hour tour. It's a history thing. You might not be too interested in it, but let's go for it. I was like, sure, I'm game. I walk out. I see that van pull up, and I know that van. I jumped up and down. I remember
your jaw was slack jawed.
You would have. I saw Mike, and it was like surreal. I can't even tell you how I felt. I was so happy. I was crying happy tears.
I wish every tour greeted me like this, because I get a lot of tours that just go.
I couldn't help it. I had to give him a big. I couldn't help it. I had to give him a big kiss on the cheek. And I said,
oh, you were
honey,
so sweet.
And I told my husband, I'm sorry. I had to give him a kiss. He's like, no big deal. He's like, are you happy? And I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. And we did a whole solo tour with Mike. It was just my husband and I.
Yeah.
And
we had so much fun.
It was just amazing. I was just so happy. I'm still happy. It's a trip I'll never forget.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's awesome. You sent us a ton of pictures. These are fantastic pictures. Tell us I don't know where you want to start. I put them in the same order.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That was on our trip, on our second trip to Philadelphia. We did the Rocky Balboa Going the Distance.
That's right. You
group,
come
the
out
UK,
to the house. Yeah.
Nice.
and that was an amazing trip. I made so many new friends, and like I was telling you, all my life, I've never felt like I belonged, but I met these people, and I was like instant connection.
Yes.
Paul, Scott, Marco, all of them. I love them all to pieces. And if they're on here, hi.
You know what? I'm going to say a little something right now. I'm going to embarrass Diane a little bit. So I've been talking to my co-creators of the UK tour, and Diana and her husband had done something very nice. I'm not going to get into too many details, but what Diana did is she really invested herself into that Rocky spirit. One of the guys on the trip, they fall a little bit of hard times or some issues going on, and Diana has offered with her husband to help get him here and for the tour this coming February. And I just think that is one of the sweetest, kindest things. So I don't want to embarrass anybody, but I am going to embarrass you, because I think that is so sweet and wonderful. And Diana, it's one of the reasons why I consider you my friend. You know, you really get what that Rocky feeling is. Just tell me a little bit about what made you think just to help another person.
This friend, I was told wasn't going to be able to go, and this friend means the world to me. We talk on the regular whenever we can. I forget the time difference, because one day I called him, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning in the UK.
5 hour difference. 5 hours.
But I just like felt this need to talk to him. So yeah, and I just found out he couldn't go, and I told my husband, this is calling on my heart. I told him there's times in my life when I feel like God's like, there's something that needs to be done. And I have family that I think twice about helping. I'm like, but this person, it was like instantaneously, and like I told my husband, it's not for recognition. It's not for high fives. You did awesome or anything like that. It was because he means something to me. He's one of my best buddies now, and hopefully we'll go visit when we go to the UK one day. But I'm just so looking forward to this. And
are you coming back?
We're looking forward to it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to come out to the house with him and everybody else, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We have plans to run up the steps or very early in the morning.
Right.
Eat our ice cream. I remember I sent you a picture of us outside eating ice cream. People were looking at us like we're absolutely crazy. So we were walking around. I asked Scott, we just got done eating Philly cheesesteak. I was like, I like ice cream, don't you? He's like, yeah. He says, cold outside, Diana. I was like, yeah, and and so we're walking around. We had 2 people look at us, and they're like, you're nuts. And I'm like, it's okay. Yeah, expect no less.
Let's see if I can't find that picture. You sent us so many great pictures. You know, Diana, just listening to you talk like this and about our Rocky Bubble and the way we've met each other, I just, you know, and I can hear the emotion in your voice. This is just the stuff, right? This is what has magically happened, and it's so special. And I just love making these connections and making friends through this bubble somehow. It's like, how in the world would we ever have met these people otherwise? You know, I love how much it means to you, you know, and how much you appreciate it.
The pictures, there's just 3 of us together. It's my husband, Scott, and I.
They're good people, aren't they?
And all the ladies I get to meet next time. Oh my gosh.
Sue really liked you. She thought you were very sweet. She really loved talking with you when you were here.
Your wife is beautiful. She's amazing. I love her.
She is. She is. And I might also say that Diana hits a mean speed bag. I have a speed bag in the gym. She beat the hell out of that like it owed her money, okay?
Yeah, let's look at some of those pictures from your man cave, Rocky Cave there.
There we go. There we go.
I love that place. It's amazing.
Here's one.
Yep, that's
Nice.
Scott.
Oh, look how awesome.
That's who I chat with. He's become my new best friend. We're like family now.
That's so nice.
Is that Lee?
No, I think that's Paul, I believe.
Oh, Paul,
No.
Paul and Lee look the same to me. Oh, there we are. Look at that.
Nice. How fun.
I told my husband I even have outfits picked out. I bought myself I have a red Adrian coat with the hat.
Nice.
Yes, and I picked out a flannel T-shirt so I could do Polly and the blue coat, and I even bought myself one of those fishing hats. I was like, why not? I was like, why not dress it? It's fun.
So cute.
Absolutely, embrace it. Just embrace it. You know, I love that. I absolutely love that. I do.
Here, let's look at a few more. Tell us about this picture.
That is my youngest, Madeline. She's going to be 11 this August, and she just earned her high brown belt. We're extremely proud of her. It's been
that's amazing. Congratulations.
She's been doing her mixed martial arts since she was 4 years old.
Aww.
And her sensei, that sensei doll there, he is just amazing, so well with the kids. He said possibly by probably junior high, she'll be testing for her black belt.
That's incredible.
Oh my goodness. That is fabulous.
Yeah, she's one of those kids. She gets out there. Her first instinct is to get you. They say she spars like a tiger because she just goes in for the kill right off the bat. You know what I mean? And they'll have to get each other in headlocks or anything like that. And they have to do this certain move to get to the headlock. But she'll just go straight for the headlock, and if you can't breathe, you can't move.
Well,
that's true.
That is very true.
It's all supervised. She's not a violent.
No, I know, but it's incredible when you think about the intimidating factor that an 11-year-old can choke you out.
Right.
That's incredible.
I don't mess with her. Like if she's
clean your room, please.
No, she's just going to be so amazing as long as she keeps doing it till she's a senior in high school. There's no telling what. It's
Diana,
great.
don't you think that discipline that martial arts gives her will serve her in 50 years from now? Right?
Yes.
Agreed.
She's very disciplined, listens well, she does what she's told. She treats others with kindness and respect, regardless of where they are from, what they look like. She's just a well-rounded kid, and I love that for her. And her older sister, you've seen a picture of her before. She just moved out on her own, so that's her battle right now. Is she's excited. She's away from us.
It's fun and it's scary, but I promise you, she will be back to do laundry for Sunday dinner. Right? She
Isn't that funny?
Be back, of course.
Yeah. She doesn't.
Stacy, you could speak to that a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, trust me, because it's funny. It's really hard, that first drop off when they, go out on their own and you got to drive away. It's like, oh, it's awful. But yes, we were doing weekend laundry for a long time until she got to a place with her own washer dryer. Yeah, that's how it goes.
No washer and dryer, so she's like, I'll come over and do laundry and talk to you. I'm like, okay. I'll take that.
I'll take it. No, you're happy to. You've never been more happy to do laundry just to have them there for the day.
Can I show you something real quick?
Yeah,
this is from our trip. I can't tell the lights hitting it, but I have Rocky Balboa there, Rocky 4 there. I made my little. I was like, I'll display these, and I put where they're from, what day they were taken.
Look at that! Look at the thought you put into that.
Yeah, they're all in there. And
I love it.
You should bring that so the people that are coming back, they can sign it for you.
That's what I plan on doing.
Yeah, you should definitely bring that.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Here, where's my brain? There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
I liked that one.
Oh, that's sharp.
Yes.
Diana, let me ask you something.
Bring that. Send me pictures of that.
Not just the working out factor, okay? Not just that, but in the totality of your life, How is Rocky still figuring in to how you get motivated and live your life? And again, you don't have to, I know how it hits you with the working out. Believe me, we all get that. Okay. But on a personal level, how does it still work for you?
It helps me mentally, it helps me emotionally, because the other day, after I moved my daughter out, I was beyond tears. I kept crying and crying. So my eyes were like burning. Sure. And my husband's like, "Why are you so sad?" I was like, "She's not here." And I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. What do you do when somebody's gone, even though they're not gone, but they're gone?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to get my mind off this. So I flipped on Rocky Balboa, and I saw how Rocky's son left and he was living on his own, but he still needed his father. It all folded in together eventually in the end, even though Rocky felt sad and distant from his kid. And I was like, okay, because that's where I felt with my daughter for a while now. And we felt disconnected. And now we're coming back together because she's finding herself. And I was like, so I kind of got that lesson from Rocky Balboa. But I emotionally and mentally, it helps me to keep moving forward, because we've just recently had a lot of loss in our family. I've had a very good friend from church pass away. We had my sister Jessica, I've talked to you about before. Her mom passed away. One of my best family friends, her husband passed away. My aunt passed away. And I was like so upset and so sad. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like crazy. And then I always refer back to Rocky's speech and Rocky's outlook on everything, and it just helps me to focus on, okay, this is what this is, but I can still move forward and I can still have a better life, and just remember what important people brought to you. So it makes me want to focus on living my life even better, because it shows me, it's like what Sly says, that time
is your currency.
Yes, time is your currency. Yeah. And I'm going to spend my currency well. I'm going to live a good, happy life, and taking care of myself is going to be the beginning of that. Yeah. Most definitely.
Because you never know how many days you've got. And so you got to live each day to your fullest. And I do want to say, as far as kids go, you know, my kids are 23, almost 24 and 25. These transition times are real tough. You feel like you're losing them. And I have another friend that I talk to on the regular, and his kids are, 8 and 12. And, you know, he's going through just watching them move through each chapter. And, you know, you never lose your kids. I know that she's moved out and it sort of feels that way, but the relationship changes. You don't lose them. It transitions. It becomes something new. You know, the way you had to discipline them as toddlers, obviously you're not doing that. You get to become their friend, you know, when they get into college in their 20s. And so just be encouraged. I'm glad that you're seeing that turnaround is happening, even though there was this period of distance, that it just changes. You will always have your kids. It just, the kind of vibe it is matures as they mature.
Oh, most definitely. I agree.
Yeah. Well, so I don't have any kids, but I can tell you, I can relate to exactly what Stacy is saying, because I remember when I was, I don't know, 19, 20, 21, my parents were the biggest fools on the planet. They didn't know anything about anything.
Right.
A few years go by. I'm 23 years old. I woke up one day and I said to my mother and father, my God, you two are the smartest people in the world. What did you do in the last couple of years? Did you go to parent school? No, Michael, we didn't. You lived life a little bit, and now you start to see things differently. And that's what kids will do. You know, in their mid 20s is when kids start to come back and they start to have that, they have that independence. So of course it's going to be eye-opening, you know, and I'm sure your daughter is no different. I'm sure it'll go down the same way.
It's weird. we speak more now that she's moved out than we did when she was in the house.
It's not that you ever get done being a parent, right? You're always going to be a parent until you're 100, right?
Right.
But there is that level where you start to morph into friends with your children, because now they're adults and they're living their own lives, and you've done what you could as an adult, as a parent, to be there for them. So just know you did a great job with the kid, and let the fates happen as it will.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Oh, I have to share about that place, Victor's.
Okay.
That was on my list. We went to Victor's for our dinner after visiting with Mike, and I walked into the building, the front door. I was standing outside, and I'm looking at Surreal right there. I was like, oh my gosh, I see Adrians above it, and I'm just like seeing the movie that changed my life.
Yeah.
And I walked in the door, I looked at the bar, and all I could see was Polly throwing the meat on the bar.
Right.
And talking about the cartoony fight. And then I looked in, and I started crying, and I'm standing there, and I'm looking out from where the greeter would have been.
Yeah, maitre d', yeah.
Maitre d'. And I see, in my brain, I see Sly standing there talking about his fights, and sorry, I get emotional.
I love
this is good for views. The more you cry, the more views we get. Trust me.
Right. It was just I started crying, and my husband's like, "Why are you crying?" I said, "I'm so happy. I'm standing in a place where I'm like, it's just like, it's sacred almost to me. It's amazing." And then after Scott and my husband was sitting across from me, and Scott was sitting across from me. We ordered our food, and we're just sitting there. We're listening to the music. There's my buddy. And he's sitting there, and he's getting teary-eyed, and we're talking about I said, what's wrong, Scott? He's like, I'm just so emotional. He's like, you have no clue. He's like, you have no clue how this Rocky's Just On movie, this saved my life. And I said, I totally get it. I told him, I found this movie when I was at my lowest, where I can honestly say, if I hadn't found God, and if I hadn't watched that movie, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. It was such a dark, ugly place. And then I found that, and I'm like, I'm sitting here where he spoke, where he did everything, and it was surreal. It was just absolutely amazing. And so we're sitting there crying together, and my husband's like, you need some tissue,
Now, this is something I gotta ask, because talking with your husband, I understand he is not exactly what you would call a Rocky fan. Has he felt a little more kinship with this character lately at all?
He appreciates what it's done for me.
Yeah.
He realizes.
Fair enough.
Realizes that I would not be here with him today if I hadn't found that spirit that Rocky gives us, and he respects that.
Yeah.
He appreciates it.
Wow.
Very good.
Yeah, Rocky sort of reminds you that you're still alive. You're still here.
It's true.
Yeah.
And if you're still here, there's still something to do.
Life's worth fighting for.
Yeah.
All right. Side note: your husband's not a Seagal fan, is he?
He better not be.
No, he likes Scarface and stuff like that.
All right. And is he a Van Damme fan or no?
We've watched some movies in the past.
Can he quote lines from a Van Damme movie?
Don't think so.
Good. Fair enough.
No.
Poor guy.
Those are the things that aggravate me the most. Seagal and Van Damme. I can't relate to those guys.
The most I watch with him is Top Gear, the old Top Gear.
Oh, okay. Diana, have you seen Steven Seagal, lately, when he puts out these promo videos, he's like 600 pounds and he's flipping guys with a tap of a finger and they go flying. It's the craziest video, right? Have you seen those?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. I'm like, oh, it's so fake. It just aggravates me. If you guys out there are watching, just Google Steven Seagal today doing demonstrations. He touches people with just the fingers and they go flipping and falling into a wall. It's the biggest put on. It aggravates me. Sorry. Diana, I'm so glad you made time for us today. This has been wonderful having you back on. One thing Stacy and I really love is following up on some of our favorite people. Yes. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me. I was surprised when I got the message from you. And I remember we spoke about it in the past, but then I got the message and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's like, I would come on here 100 times with you guys. I just
okay.
I love it.
Diana, you're so sweet. God, you just have such a nice spirit and light about you.
She does.
Truly, just so rare.
No, I truly love doing this. It brings me joy. I feel at home here with you guys. And,
good.
And everybody else who's been on here, because I've gotten the chance to meet a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. Beautiful people. I love them all, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again. Most definitely.
Nice.
It'll be February before you know it, my friend.
Yeah. Already.
All right, Stacy, I think we're out of here. Listen, Diana, until we see you again, keep
punching, sweetheart.
Keep punching.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Oh, she's
so
adorable,
cute.
Isn't she? Yeah, she is.
Oh my God, just love our bubble. Love how who we've met.
Right.
This is the best part of, because sometimes the internet isn't a good space to be in.
You're right. You're so right.
But inside that Rocky philosophy and all these Rocky fans, just the best people on earth. She's just soft and strong at the same time.
Yep.
That's what I absolutely love about her.
Yeah,
so
gotta admire them.
Yeah.
And I want, before we say goodbye to everybody out there until next week, I just want to really say one more time, we have 3 seats open for the February tour, where you come to Philly, come out to the house with me, hang out. We'll have some pizza, we'll have some calzone, some stromboli, and we'll just watch the Rockies on the big screen. We'll hang out here in the room, talk about Rocky. We'll go try on Rocky costumes and look
fun.
like fools. It's a lot of fun. So, Stacy, I'm serious. I would like you to be one of those people that makes it here.
Yes, I'm trying to arrange a long weekend so that things are taken care of here so I can zip out and come back. So, trying.
So listen, guys, I'm going to give Stacy the link. Yes, to contact Sean and Marco to join. So remember, 1 seat's for Stacy potentially, and there's 2 more open. Okay.
Awesome. That sounds good.
All right.
All right, Michael, where can people find you, my dear?
Right here. So I am on a little thing called TikTok where they used to hate me, but now they appreciate my wisdom, okay? And so it's the Yo Philly Film Tour. You can find me at Facebook, same thing. I'm not on Facebook that much like yourself, but I am on TikTok, the Yo Philly Film Tour, which I do all my posting. Also, I wrote a little book called
Cue the Rocky music.
There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. So check that out where books are sold. And if that's not enough, 2 more things. The Pretender by the great Jimmy Toscano and his team, his co-partner, Danny Giannino. These are the guys that put together this incredible documentary where documentaries are sold. And one more place. Or is that it? Is that it? That might be it.
That's it.
Stacy, where can people find you?
I'm over at Had Me at Yo on Instagram as well as the Rocky Files, and we are on Facebook at the Rocky Files Podcast.
Boom, where you do not always really get back to anybody on that.
No.
So don't leave any messages, people, for us on Facebook.
Completely unmonitored.
Go on Instagram.
Go on
Instagram.
Only.
That's where the cool people hang out. Just the losers over on Facebook.
Too confusing.
Stacy, listen, I love you, darling.
Love you too. So nice to see you. Until next time.
Until next time, keep punching.
Punching. Bye, guys.